actually an anime?
Yes.
It's an anime about a dude that wants to bang his little sister.
Lucky Star hentai.
Sure, why not? That too. So.
Creep.
Okay, so that's happening. Basically, chaos is going on around you. You clean out his office. You need to act fast. So if there was a time to escape, now's the time.
I vote we get out. I vote we get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. How are we gonna get out now, though? Like, do we got to use the?
We go down the stairs.
I know, but
sorry, that was my mom.
We got to go out the back, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, John, I have a question.
Yes.
We have his all-access key card, right?
Yes.
Is there a freight elevator near this floor?
It's technically. Yes, there actually is. It's technically one floor above you, but there's no guards there. You took them all out. You can get there pretty fast.
All right, so I should call the war boys that were downstairs up and the assassins up with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell the war boys to Tell the war boys to move the van, move the escape car over by the freight elevator.
All right,
Carlos, move the van over by the freight elevator. He goes, we're going in fast.
All right, I'm on it. And do you call back the Japanese guys?
Yep.
All right.
And I call the war boys downstairs too.
Miyamoto, come in.
Yeah. Yes, we're having a lovely time over here. What's going on?
Pull out.
All right.
Operation success. Meet us back at the safe house.
All right. I expected nothing less from you.
What about the war boys downstairs that were with us?
Call them up.
They were called up by Carlos.
So, yes. All right. So we meet him at the freight.
So you all rush back up to the freight. You use his key card, and you get downstairs.
The war boys.
The war boys have to take the other war boys. Actually, you were kind enough to tell the other war boys about this freight elevator, so they came with you. You had to wait a couple seconds, but they got here.
Is the parking garage full of cars?
Yes, but the war boys have already claimed them, and they are currently driving them out of here.
Well, no, are there a couple of AISOF like SUVs parked around?
The war boys have claimed them.
No, yes, there was 6 war boys, but are there more cars than what they claimed? Like extra cars left?
Yeah, there's a few. You gotta. There's one left though. Most of them went to Barros.
Right. Hey, Skittles.
Mm-hmm.
Does this building have a gas main?
Probably.
Skittles, you know what to do.
Doing it.
Well,
can we get out of the building first?
Actually,
but it's
as
7.
You're getting out. Roll to hack.
7.
You actually failed this hack. However, remember Ayoshi?
Oh, good.
It's as you fail this hack, he calls you. It's like, wow, you got this far. I didn't think you'd miss this last one. He basically does it for you. He's like,
all right.
You're welcome, Skittles.
Ayoshi, I will burn you.
I'm not your AI.
Powerful enemy today. The squirrels will come after you.
You will know my name is the Skittle.
Yeah, that's what you said last time, and I'm still here. So how about we deal with this? Later?
Turns off the communication to him.
All right.
And says, "Note to self: light him on fire."
All right. So, Smitty, it might be a decent thing to call up the war boys and tell them you're blowing up this building so that they can get the vehicles out of there since they claim them.
Wait, they did what now?
Remember, they said they wanted all the vehicles, the cars, the helicopters, literally everything they have.
Tell them to get the hell out of Dodge now. This building is going up.
Okay, war boys, because the building's going to be blowing up in a second. Get what you need and get the fuck out.
Thanks for the heads up. All right, boys, get everything.
Everything?
Everything. Okay.
All right, so do we drive off or?
You reach the bottom of the freight elevator, and as the war boys are there waiting for you. Basically, they're like, "Come on, go!"
And they've got all the stuff they were going to steal?
Yeah.
You can basically see all the Jeeps driving off, Jeep after Jeep. And you can hear the sounds of helicopters too.
All right, so we get in the van, I guess. I get in the van.
Okay, you all get in the van.
All right.
I get on top of the van. No, I get in the van.
All right, so Skittles gets in the van.
All right.
Yes.
Does Richard Fannin get in the van?
Yes.
He's in my backpack, so of course he does.
You win a damn backpack in every D&D.
All right, so you guys. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so you guys. At the second you get in, the war boy, without waiting for your approval, steps on it like hell, and he drives. And as he's driving out the windows, you guys can basically see lines upon lines of jeeps and literally all of their helicopters and some of their other vehicles taking off. So, so when do you want to blow up this building?
When we're 10 blocks out.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I think this is appropriate.
Guy running outside.
As the building goes up in flames, Ayoshi lovingly puts this over the loudspeakers of the entire city.
Light him up, light 'em. We should keep these guys around so they can help us get the fish people.
Next session, Ayoshi was found dead, with the words painted out on the screen. No witnesses.
Okay, so we got Richard.
All right. So, just skipping. Okay, unless you want to enjoy the aftermath a little bit more, I'll skip to the important bit.
I gotta go
skip
pee.
back to the, yeah.
All right, we'll skip to the important bit.
Getting late.
All right. Okay, so you guys all drive out, and no sooner do you get to where you're going, that word of what happens has reached the rest of the ASOF and Barrows, who are now all rushing back.
Oh no.
However, you managed to get back to your safe house. All the rest of the guys are standing guard outside, as you had ordered them to, and Richard is currently in the basement with you. You currently have the door to that special room closed for obvious reasons.
All right.
But so, how do you guys want to do this?
Well, he's still asleep, right? He's still knocked the fuck out, right?
Yeah, he'll be out for a little bit. Though, knowing how tranquilizer works, you know you have just enough time to do what you need to before he wakes up.
All right. Okay, so we got him tied up in the chair. I guess it's bolted to the floor. To Smitty, and N has lovingly set her playlist, and she has some smelling salts. She has some smelling salts as she basically says, Skittles, you know which song to play. As she starts putting smelling salts underneath Richard Fannin's nose.
Don't you want to do anything before you wake him up?
Do we have like
Not
the
quite.
pan and the?
He's tied
Do
up.
we have like the frying pan and also like the
Yeah.
bolt cutter so he can feed him his own fingers?
Sure.
What the fuck?
So,
We're not feeding him his own fingers.
okay,
You never know.
hold on. All right. It's like,
I've got the true serum ready too.
all right. It's like,
Also, I'm wearing a leather apron.
okay, so basically you. I hope you injected him with painkillers because he's still gonna feel the pain in his legs.
Nope.
They're like,
I hold up his legs and go, look what we got.
like.
I smack him with one of his legs.
And just walks forward. Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
Okay, I need to roll Constitution for him. He's still reeling in pain. He's not saying anything.
Aw, does it hurt? It looks like it hurts.
You're such a pussy, man. You don't even have those to feel anymore.
It's like, okay. He rolled well enough to speak. It's like, you.
I can't
When-
believe
I pour some of my
That's weird.
I'm gonna pour some of my whiskey onto his burnt stumps.
It's like,
Not yet.
Well, he said you in a threatening manner, so I do that.
All right.
you. When
Here, have some disinfectant.
when they
I could have pulled like a son of a bitch on his limbs, on his like burnt stumps.
when they find out where I am, Skittles, I'm gonna stop you there. You've taken care of that because you know from those files he has a tracking bug in him.
He's somewhere else. They think he's actually being sent over to Japan.
Yeah. It's like while he was on the way, Zach, you actually managed to cut it out thanks to all the information that was on his computer.
All
It
right.
wouldn't be that hard to modify the cameras to make it look like he was walking out of the building during the attack. Not being dragged out. Walking out.
Yep.
I'm just going to
They
assume.
found out where you are, going to the land of the
We're
rising
going
sun.
to Japan with the Navy.
You can sail the 7 seas in the Navy.
In fact, oh, Richard, you haven't been privy to the news. And turns on the TV behind her. Look, there's you. Walking out of the building prior to the 4 Japanese gentlemen barging in, opening fire on AISOF officers, retaliating for an Alaskan Federation attack on a wharf in Kyoto.
I think. Okay, actually, I need to roll Constitution to see if he speaks. He doesn't. He's currently speechless.
Additionally, look at these documents they found in your on your computer. Well, it was left of
God,
it
what
after
the
the
you
building.
pederast, man, you fucking pederast.
All the kitty porn, and the documents that basically state that you, yes, you of all people, are personally a spy for the Japanese, or for the Russo-Japanese.
You fucking traitor.
Is it beautiful, Richard? Your actions, according to the media, are the direct cause for what's probably going to be World War IV.
That's not even the fun part. She has the button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you see, Richard, on the way over here, my associates and I, my Japanese associates and myself, did some negotiation. They want to buy one of my oil rigs. You see, Richard, I have this.
Show him the phone.
You see this big, red, shiny, candy-like button on the screen? I press that. All of the oil rigs go up in a plume of atomic fire,
Kind of need that.
crippling your economy.
And it'll all be your fault.
Okay. All right. So, are you done, or do you have more to say?
And according to everything, you're the one who pressed the button. You're the one who will be pressing the button because you are the one who sold this technology, the codes for all the nukes, to the Russo-Japanese.
Richard is silent for a few moments as the pain in his legs seemingly wears off. But basically, he's just looking down for now. He's not saying anything. However,
So I can say,
eventually, however, this is what he does. I know why you did all this. There are only a few reasons anyone would go out of that backwater town now.
yeah, we blew that shit up because you sold out the human race to fish people, you fuck.
I'm going. N, was it? That's what they called you? I'm just going to make your job simpler. Kill me. I'm not going to give you a damn thing. I'm already a traitor to this great state. And even if I were to somehow get out of this alive, what makes you think they'll let me live long enough? Because as much as I'm not afraid of you, you corporate motherfuckers. Them, you You have no idea what kind of enemies you're making.
Say, all right, that's enough talking, Stumpy, because, yeah, shut the fuck up. You are talking. I inject him with the truth serum.
How much truth serum do you inject him with?
Not enough to kill
The right amount.
All right.
So, Mr. Richard, Mr. Fannin, can I call you Dick? Because you're a dick. I'm going to call you Dick, okay?
Well, wouldn't he need a dick in order to be called Dick? I don't think he's going to have one of those pretty soon. You know what I mean? Sharp, sharp, sharp.
Dick. My old pal Dick. So, you're not afraid of me. Oh, don't worry. Corporations, yes. You see, here's the thing. You've seen my file. My file has one letter on it. And that letter is where I get my code name. N. Because there's so much black on my profile.
It's like, it's so black, it's like, how much
more black could it be? The answer is none. None more black. Because you see, I've been on both sides of the equation. I've saved people. I've condemned people. Hell, I worked for my arm was still getting adjustments. I worked for 6 months in one of the American Technologies torture facilities. It's amazing what you can do with a couple of things, but I learned something so vital in those torture facilities. I say this as I'm walking towards the workbench.
All right.
Yeah.
Richard, you're going to start telling us what we want to hear. What do the fish people and all of this have to do with anything? What are you to them?
Also, what is their names? Like, what's that giant one called?
It's like, actually, like, okay, okay, at that, as you're walking over, he's just like, they're called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. And fuck you.
I pour some alcohol onto his burnt stumps, and that's gonna burn like shit on him. He goes, enough. Hey, watch the language. Watch your filthy fucking mouth. This is PG-13.
Skittles is filming.
You know, I could make it a little extra money on the dark web. There are some really fucked up people who would enjoy this.
As N walks forward with those 2 nails she bought and the ball-peen hammer.
I also got like a power drill and some screws if you need those.
Smitty, hold his hand.
Which one?
Either or. We're gonna be
all right. So you want knuckle or are you gonna go palm?
Palm.
Okay.
Hey,
right,
Richard.
Lay it flat.
Hey, Richard. I got a joke for you. I'm saying this as I have the nail like positioned right over like right here.
Yeah.
I got a joke for you. Jesus walks into a hotel, throws 4 nails on the counter and says, "Hey, put me up for the night." Wham!
Actually, hold on, I gotta see how well he takes that. Oh dear, sweet God. Somehow, by some miracle, he doesn't scream.
There's like
maybe
this much of it
maybe
sticking
because
out.
he's got the.
I know. But yet, by some miracle, he doesn't scream.
I walk over and do it to the other hand as well.
He does. He screams very loudly. Thankfully, you're in the basement and you're isolated.
Now, this is something I learned. When I first started working for American Technologies, I was 16.
By the way, I just want to say you guys aren't going to get anything from him unless you directly ask. So, so I'm just saying.
This is for me. This is cathartic for my character.
I get it, but I'm just saying you're not going to get
Skittles.
I'm not just going to tell you. He tells you this. You got to ask.
Hand me the car battery.
While she's getting that, I'm going to ask him, he goes, what do the fish people want?
As I stand there with the 2 jumper candles going...
Hold on, I just got to... Oh! At that, he just looks up at you. It's like, they want what they've always wanted.
And what is that?
They want... Well, they believe it. At this point, I'm not inclined to disagree. They want what's rightfully theirs. This planet. It belongs.
So you're a Benedict Arnold to the human race.
Who are they? What are they?
It's like, who are they? What are they?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what they're really called. The man I deal with from Wait, he refers to them as the Deep Ones. But as for why, do you know how many of them there actually are?
Enough to flash boil the ocean, I think.
Funny. Are they gods?
All the oceans.
Well, guess what? We can fuck up the ocean. It's going to be hard for fishes to fuck up the land.
They're amphibious, you moron. They can survive on land.
Yeah, but they don't like fire much, do they?
And smacks him with her art. And smacks him with her fleshy hand.
Radiation, can they survive on average?
It's like if you want to test that theory, fine. Go ahead.
Where are the other ports where they're located?
It's like fuck. Okay. Okay. I have your answer. What you do is you go to the store, get something called Viagra, and use it to go fuck yourself.
All right, I'm going to cut off one of his testicles.
I have a better plan.
Hold on.
You know, he'll get a lot of blood going to his testicles if he's aroused, right? And Skittles is a well-endowed woman.
She's 17.
Doesn't matter.
You also know who's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're torturing.
We'll see if you.
Yeah, you're torturing him, so that would be kind of weird. Unless he's into that.
Skittles is going to
He's
undo
not.
the pants and take off her shirt.
Okay, you do that while you're filming. So, Zach, did you want to say something?
I'm waiting to see how he reacts.
Why don't I ask, ooh, that's a good proposition. What if I got that Viagra and fuck you in the ass? You know, only I put some piece of metal around my cock.
He doesn't say anything to that. He's confused why you're undressing.
In fact, he goes, why don't you get aroused? Maybe we could put some metal to your cock. Maybe some electricity.
Okay,
Maybe we
I can do something to see if this works, but it'll take a lot.
What
I
do you
have
want
no
to do?
sympathy for this man. He's selling us out to the fish people.
Okay, I hand the battery over to. I'm not going to do it to you. I basically ask Skittles, move aside. I hand the battery and charge over to Smitty.
Mm-hmm.
And I take off the leather apron, and so basically underneath I'm just wearing like a t-shirt,
Normal clothes.
and my normal clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Richard, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. N walks up to him, sits down in his lap facing him, leans in close to his ear and says, I believe you. I kind of actually admire you. You see the benefit of their species over ours.
Unfortunately, he rolled a 19 to resist that, and he's just like, why don't you get back to what you were doing, you S&M bitch.
Oh.
I go up and I clamp him on and shock his balls.
Well, she's on him.
Yeah, while she's on him.
Yes.
And just kind of goes like this.
What?
Are you sure that's your answer?
Fuck. At this point, I don't think I could get it up for you, even if I wanted to.
Well, I did buy some Viagra, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I force it down his throat.
Okay, then. Smitty, battery.
Wait, what? I can put the Viagra down his throat. I do have it. Remember, I went out and got all that diuretics and shit.
Not quite yet.
You could
hand me the jumper cables.
There you go.
I look at the nails and just say,
Zach, I just want to tell you that would have worked if he rolled anything below a 15.
I basically look at him and just say,
I need you to be focused. Are you focused yet?
all right. You know what you need, Richard?
He's not saying anything.
You need a little bit of shock treatment. as I clamp the car jumper cables onto the 2 nails in his hands.
Are you focused in?
Okay, here's the thing. He rolled another 19. That wasn't good enough.
Turn it on.
It was on.
It is
Oh,
on.
he just put the clamps on, didn't he? Oh.
Yeah.
He rolled a 19 again. It wasn't enough.
Because it's only going through his hands. We need to like put it at other points in his body.
What you're doing as shock. He's screaming in pain right now as he's being shocked by the car battery. Through the hands.
I undo the clamps. Just go, Skittles, come here.
Yes.
I lean in close to Skittles so he can't hear this.
I noticed you guys aren't asking that many questions.
I'm about to ask
we need to break him so then he can.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to ask him
Skittles?
where are the other locations of these fish fuckers.
Skittles, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Does he answer?
I need you
Wait.
I need you to hack in to an American technology satellite and show him the current location of his wife and kid in the United States. And pull it up on a screen.
Roll for hack.
Does he answer my question
17.
about...
Okay, 17. You're successful, but before we get to that, what did you want to ask him, Grant?
Yes, tell me where the location, like all the locations in the world of these fish fuckers. You know.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just know about the one out here. That's only because they pay me to make sure no one notices them.
I
Well,
spin
yes,
the
there's gotta be
monitor.
more.
What?
I spin
Wait.
the TV.
Hold on. Wait till Grant's done.
All right, sorry.
I was gonna say, he goes, you've got to know other contacts that knew about these fish. I want their names.
You have no. These guys are more secretive than you realize. I've only ever seen those things once. I only do business is with Wade.
Isn't he the guy that? Wait, hold on. Isn't he the guy we met in that church?
Yeah, that's up from Wade.
He goes, we met Wake. Not a nice guy. He's kind of a freaky deaky fuck. Now he goes, he goes, give me more names. He goes, it can't just be you lone chuckle fuck. Who else is involved?
It's like at that he just looks up at you. No one else has to be involved. I run the AISOF in this sector. I can do anything.
I turn the
I need
TV.
some more shots.
All right.
I turn the TV and it shows his wife and son.
And he goes a bit wide-eyed at that. He wasn't aware you were able to find that.
Damn, how old's that kid?
He's like 10.
Dead kid.
And just looks at him and just says, you can protect everyone. You are ahead of the AISOF.
Mm-hmm.
But can you protect them in
I wanna
America?
hack into the gas main of their house.
Of their house in America?
Yeah.
Kind of hard.
That'd be kind of hard because you're a continent away.
Use Susan to help.
And you still got Aoshi on the line.
Yeah.
Please don't kill them.
No, she's gonna use that as leverage.
Okay.
Wait, we gotta find out where the
And
fish
then
people
blow it
went.
up at the end.
Well, no,
Where
we're
did the
going
fish
to.
people go after we blew up Innsmouth?
Actually, hold it. Mike first. Roll the hack. What?
23.
Somehow, going through everything you know, you don't even need Ayoshi's help. You're able to access the gas mains in that house. And what luck? They're just coming home. Jesus picking him up from school.
You can't protect them at home, Richard.
I hacked into gas mains of them. I press one button, they go boom.
Now, Richard, you tell us everything you know. Everything, because, well, what's your son's name, Richard?
I didn't come up with a name for him. You know what? Let's just go with Daniel.
I knew you were gonna say that. I fucking knew you were gonna say Daniel.
Why Daniel?
Because I was thinking he's gonna say Danny or Dan or something.
All right, let's just go Daniel.
So, Richard, what's your son's name?
Daniel.
Danny looks like a sweet kid. Looks like a really, really nice kid. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. He's associated with you. Now, you can't protect them. However, you tell us everything we need to know. And we'll unhack the gas main. Now, you don't tell us what we want to hear.
All right, I just rolled willpower for him. You're bluffing.
Richard, we blow up the AISOF headquarters, a gas station, an entire town, and
A Starbucks.
a Starbucks inside of an S-Mart.
You sold out the human race to fish people. Maybe it's a mercy that we can't take your little boy out.
And I want you to think about this really, really, really hard, Richard. Really, really, really honestly hard. The fish people want the Earth back, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think they'll stop just because you help them? I guarantee you, they'll come after him, they'll come after her, and then they'll come after you. So what's this going to be, Richard?
He's silent for a few minutes. Oh. At that, he's silent for a few minutes, but at that, he looks away from the TV screen at you, and he's still got the truth serum running through his veins. This is like, as I said, they're called they call themselves the Esoteric Order of Dagon. They bought that. The reason they settled there was because well, you've seen them. They're fish. They primarily live underwater, but they need to do some business on land, and for that they need to look natural. Unfortunately, since you just came from the town, I'll also hazard a guess you actually saw one of them come out of the water.
Yes.
More,
Yeah,
you saw an army come out of the water.
We blew it up.
It's like obvious. It's like the ASOF wanted me to watch that town ever since they got here. But like bunch of eco-friendly people are hard to predict sometimes. I'm sure you know. Somewhere in that file of yours, didn't you have to deal with environmental terrorists?
Once in Brazil, but that was a different matter.
But same principle. We had no idea what a bunch of hippie freaks would do, especially the way they looked. They looked like they were all rotting from the inside out. They smelled like it too. It's like. First it seemed like a regular job. Then one day, while I was out getting coffee, I was met by Wait. He told me he knew he was spying on them. And well, like my son, he needs help. Let's just say he has some kind of disability. I'm not gonna think of one. It's like I send him what I can, but sometimes it's not enough. The amount he was paying me, I could actually get him what he needed. It's like the only thing he asked me to do was just make sure no one knew that they ever left that town, especially by the water, or that anyone knew where they went. With this in mind. However, when he told me that, I decided to do a little digging. I never told him about it, and he never suspected me. Though a man like him, I suspect he knew, but just didn't say anything. Well, he asked me to tamper with the footage from the drone, but one of those nights I reprogrammed the thing. I wanted to know where they went.
Tell us.
Please.
It's like it's like they spend most of their time underwater. However, once I did see them resurface at this iceberg, well, they're just off the coast. I'd tell you where it is, but unfortunately, you blew up that information. It was all on my computer.
Skittles, be a dear.
On another phone.
It's like,
Yep.
So do you want to go through those records?
Yep.
So going off of what he said, you actually find the records that were dated the days that you know that they were tampered with. It's like it takes a few minutes to watch. Like, he's just sitting there silent.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to escape. I guess at this point even if he wanted to, you cut his legs off. But here's what you see on the footage. You see like a bunch of people in that town, still in their regular clothes, oddly enough. They all jump into the water, which is weird because, one, you know how cold that water is, and two, they're just, the way they jump in just doesn't feel natural, like they practice it. And here's the other, but yeah, like many go in at once, and it's always at that time at night. And here's the other thing: on some more of that footage, you actually do see the glacier he's talking about, and there are coordinates listed where this glacier is. You see some of them come up. You see them walk on the ice for a little bit, but then they disappear again. Like, you're assuming they somehow walk into the glacier, but you don't see an entrance, at least not from the drone.
You know anything about the big one? The one that's the size of Godzilla? Why are they attacking the oil rigs?
This is like... Actually, it's like... I saw the video. Last I checked, it had 50 million views.
Wow, damn, we're getting
just exploded.
Bring it up again. See how many views it has next time. Last time I checked, it had 50 million views. I've never seen that. And this is the honest to God truth. And you can torture me as much as you want, but my answer's not going to change. I've never seen that big one. I had no idea they even had it, or what they want with it, or why they bothered to destroy the oil derricks. All I know is what they asked me to do.
Let's see. What other questions do we need answered? What about the people that were kidnapped? Weren't there people that were kidnapped too? Zach?
No, there weren't.
I thought they were kidnapping oil derrick people.
No, they killed them. Sometimes they pulled them underwater, but you assume the freezing temperatures probably killed them.
Anne looks at her hand and then just says, "What is Ephraim Waite?"
He looks at you like he's honestly afraid, and this is what he says. He's still under that. I guess shock and fear from earlier. He's like, I don't know. He looks more normal than the rest of them, but I don't know.
All right, Richard.
This crinkling paper.
Zach.
Oh, I was stuffing something in here. I believe. Is that all the questions we have for him, guys?
I'm trying to think of any more. Hold on.
Let me check my notes. Let me see if there's something he hasn't told you.
How did they find out it was us that was like fighting? Who told him to take us out at the thing? Did Efren Wait do that?
You're what? Oh, you're asking him that?
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, did someone come to him?
actually, just like, no one told me anything. I was paid to keep what they do there a secret. So when those American fuckers send a bunch of corporate mercs and send them explicitly to that town, well, obviously that means I have a job to do. It's like no one told me to do anything. That was just you guys peddling where you shouldn't have been.
Okay, now give us all the bank accounts and whatnot on all your offshore accounts and everything, so it's easier for Skittles.
You have that already.
I know, but any hidden ones that he didn't have on file, like buried safes and stuff. Because when you have gold, you bury that shit.
It's like, actually, I just like, I thought he just like, it's in my house.
Oh, okay. Which one?
It's like, it's not the one in the city. I have another one outside.
All right, so that's where you got the gold. All right then.
It's like, every time I get paid, I store half of it there. I send the other half to my son.
Don't worry about your son anymore, man. He is. Don't worry about it.
All right then. Is that all the questions, everyone?
Now is this just for kicks now, Zach?
No.
He's giving you everything.
I turn to Skittle, or I say, "Excuse us for a minute, Richard. We need to discuss things in private." Basically, step outside the bunker.
You guys can go upstairs. Like, he won't hear you up there.
Well, no, we'll just step to the other side of the door.
Oh, you open the door?
Get on the floor.
Yeah.
And then walk the dentist. Okay, so you just close the door with him on the other side.
Yep.
All right.
Skittles, turn off the gas main. Don't do anything with that.
Okay. She doesn't do
Yeah, the kid's gonna find out his daddy.
Roll deception to see if you pull it off. That's just charisma.
19.
I'd like to roll detect lies.
Beat his score.
Because I actually do have a skill called detect lies.
Beat 19.
Wait. Can I apply body language to that?
Sure.
And what else could I use? I have acting.
That won't help you.
That's a sheer trying to decept.
She's gonna kill the kid. Jesus.
Well, I rolled an 18. And my charisma is... What's charisma?
Let me see.
Intelligence?
I'll just say it's perception. You get a +2. You're able to tell Skittles is lying.
Damn! If you hadn't have gotten that 18.
Don't bullshit me.
Skittles, turn it off. Do you turn it off, Mike?
Presses the button immediately.
Yeah, the kid's gonna find out his dad's a
So
pederast.
Odds she does, even she doesn't. She doesn't. Good thing she rolled a nat 20 even.
Yeah.
Again. At least it wasn't for
The kid-
anything. Good.
The kid's gonna learn about his dad being the scumbag traitor, pedophile pretty soon enough. He's gonna have enough trouble as it is without exploding.
I look at them. I say we turn them over to the American Technologies people.
Like,
Let him rot in a cell.
Yes, you don't want to go play around with him a little more in there.
I kind of lost taste after bringing his kid into it.
Well, he goes, hey, the road to hell is paved in good intentions. Even monsters have kids. He goes, I have no sympathy as far as I'm concerned. He's a fish person himself.
I could have taken the kids out of the equation, but no, don't kill the kids.
I look over at Skittles and just go,
Robo Pimp Pants.
we got a badass here.
All right, how about we castrate him at least so that he can't try to seduce one of his guards?
That was me.
That won't happen.
Yeah.
You'd fuck
I
up
say
the
we-
nerves so much that even if you got new robot legs, they wouldn't work.
I say we turn him over to American Technologies. Let them interrogate him and do everything they want, because technically he's now an asset to them.
Yeah.
All right.
But now we're going to have to
Japanese
feed him.
agent caught by American Technologies.
Yeah.
So, I see where you're going with this. All right, so I guess to do that, you'd have to call up Tara.
Can I call her up this time, please?
Yes.
Push.
We have to walk back into the room. That's where the phone is.
No, you're in the bunker, right? You walked in and closed the door. That's what. This is where the secure line is. You can push the button.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Which one of you pushes the button?
Beep.
Okay. So, now you just have to sit here and wait for her to call you back.
I want to go back over and talk to Richard one last time before we,
Sure. You can keep the door open now since he saw the door.
I walk in. Richard Fannin.
He's not saying anything now. He's not saying anything now. You know he's conscious, but he's just not saying anything.
Hey, Zach, before you begin, did we want to send Tara, the interrogation video we had of that Skittles recorded?
Well, we have to hear from her first, so we don't really have her.
I know, but whenever
line.
she does call back, do you want me to have Skittles send that?
Yeah. Richard Fannin, on the authority vested in me by the corporation, by the American Technologies Corporation of these United States of America, you are hereby under arrest and are placed into the custody of American Technologies. Do you have any opposition to this?
He's not saying anything.
Under corporate statute, you will not be provided a lawyer, nor will your Miranda rights be read to you. Do you comply with this?
He's not saying anything. Actually, he does say one thing to you. He looks up, I'm a dead man anyway.
Yes, you are.
She just walks up to him. No, you're worse than that, Richard. You're property.
Oh, hi, Tara.
It's like, okay. It's like, oh, it's you.
Oh,
Where?
it's you.
It's like, where's the smart one?
Yes. Hardy, ha, ha, ha. Yes, fuck you.
It's like, whatever. If I have to talk to you, I will. Please tell me something good.
Well, we got Mr. This line secure, right?
You know that, moron.
Just making sure you don't have a gun to your head. You can't be too careful. Just say we got Mr. F, and, well, he's all yours. We got him nice, legless, and maybe with a big bow on his head ready for you.
You did what now?
Oh, he goes, we got Mr. F. Haven't you seen the news?
Okay, Smitty, I'm being serious this time. Put N on the phone right now, please.
I'll put it on speakerphone. Beep. Oh, yeah, also, Skittles has a video you might want to see. So, yeah, I got it on speakerphone now.
It's like, and please tell me you're actually there.
I'm here. I'm not lying in the bottom of a ditch just yet.
Yeah, she was busy talking to Mr. F, making sure he feels so comfortable.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, just give it to me straight. What exactly did you guys manage? What did you guys do? Just.
Okay, you've seen the news, right?
I'm currently watching it right now.
We captured Richard Fannin.
You know, despite what I told you last time, I actually doubted you guys would be able to pull this off.
But we have also, we are going to potentially release a. Also, when we hand him off to you, the newspapers will read, American Technologies agents capture known Japanese traitor.
I like where you're going with this. Though I do have to ask the obvious question. Why didn't you just kill him when you were done asking questions?
We lost our boner after learning about his kid.
Still would have killed him.
Her words, not mine.
Yep.
Shame. I would have killed him.
I think it'd be better if he lived the rest. I think it would be better if he lived the rest of his life as company property.
Huh.
And castration.
All right.
I hear Florida's nice this time of year, Tara. You ever been to Tallahassee?
Actually, Actually, I have. You've survived this. Maybe we'll go there.
I wouldn't go anywhere near water because according to this fuck, these fish things are all over the oceans.
We got what we needed. We got coordinates from him about where these things are congregating. Some glacier not too far from here.
It's like...
We should probably flash oil the ocean just to be sure.
All right. All right. We'll be there to pick him up in a couple of days. Sorry, but because of everything that's going on, getting past the Alaskan coast is kind of tricky. But if we'll call in a few favors, we should be able to pull it off.
Why don't we just send him home with Why don't we send him home with the Asians or the war boys?
No, because no.
Are we keeping them around?
They're outside.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, but are we
I think we should keep them around at least for the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, by the way, Tara.
What?
We called in some favors.
What kind of favors?
Oh, wait a minute. She talked to them. I gave the war boys a number.
Well, she still asked that question.
Well, the phone. You gave them our bunker number, so.
But yeah, Dara still asked that question. What kind of favors?
Smitty called up some boys from L.A.
He has a little gang called the War Boys. Pretty good group.
Mm-hmm.
Skittles called in some favor to someone she knows.
Mm-hmm. She hears that.
Useless.
And I called in a favor that a couple of our friends in Japan owed me.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need to cut a couple of checks for them.
Yeah, somewhere in like maybe the 4-digit, quadruple-digit numbers, you know?
Jeez.
Zach, you aren't sure, but you think on the other end of the phone you could hear Tara trying to pull her hair out. But
I smile at that going, like the N.
He's like, all right. We'll be there within a couple of days. In the meantime, keep him locked up. Oh, and if you insist on keeping him alive, at the very least keep him healthy. We don't want him dying before we get there. Especially if we're coming all the way out there to collect him.
Oh, don't worry. We'll keep him alive.
We'll only feed him cuttlefish and asparagus.
He's like, in the meantime.
Oh yeah, Skittles has got a video for you to see. Hey Skittles, fax her over our interrogation.
He's like, just send it.
Fax her.
Where are you?
All right. Do you send it?
Yeah.
All right. So you send it. He's like, all right. If there's nothing else, you guys will be hearing from me in a couple of days. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Here's the interesting thing. Despite her saying goodbye, you do not hear her hang up.
I just keep staring at the phone.
It's like, who was that? Oh, that was just no one. Now where were we? Oh, I believe your assistant. It's been 8 times already. Are either of you done? Nope.
Skittles, record this. I tell her.
And just goes like this. Hang up the phone.
I'm holding the phone like this, so I'm having to hold it like this.
It's like,
I yell into the phone. Hang up the phone.
I'm having Skittles like hack into where they're at and say, get video.
Actually, at that, there's silence for a moment, and Tara says quickly, say a word about this to anyone, and you're all dead.
I text her back. Too late. Already told the internet. LOL. What WTF BBQ.
Okay, so
Skittles,
Smiley.
work on that.
This is gonna. If you want to work on this, it'll be a very difficult hack.
No, she doesn't.
Skittles rolls a nat 20, rolls another nat 20, and suddenly we're downloading videos.
Nope, I control the entirety of the corporation. It's mine now.
I'm going to go to the other room so I can yell.
I just text
Not long.
this session.
Not long. Like, I just gotta do one more thing, and then you guys are done.
Hooray!
Okay. So, it is 2 days later. You're all just sitting there outside of the cabin, and
I'm watching him like flail around without his legs in the snow.
he's kind of emotionally dead right now, so he's not doing anything. Even if you tried that,
He's just laying there in the snow, tied up.
I like to imagine Skittles has 2 potatoes on forks, and she's just sitting in front of Richard doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, come on, do things. What are the war boys doing? I'm looking at them.
The war boys, for some reason, brought all of their vehicles here, and they have been dismantling them for the past 2 days.
Oh my god, this is a chop shop in the snow.
They don't exactly have the luxury of getting them back right now, but so they're taking them apart here.
What are the Asians doing?
They're just hanging out. They're just hanging out. They're
turning Japanese.
Watching animes.
And drinking their tea and eating their sushi.
Their un-American stuff.
They're actually rewatching season 3 of Attack on Titan.
My God, that's not even out yet.
Future.
Yeah,
They're still anticipating the release of Half-Life 3.
It will never happen.
But yeah,
I tell the Asian guys that I'm gonna go, if we get you a big ass fish, how much sushi you think you get out of, like, say, a 6'5", 300-pound fish that walks on 2 legs?
You're racist.
she's like, I'm not a sushi chef. That is racist. You're all racist.
I was asking Clark.
Who's Clark? That would be me, and I'm not a sushi chef either.
Who the fuck was the sushi chef? Someone said sushi.
That was me.
Yo.
Basically, you see one of the larger war boys walk up. That was me.
Oh.
It was me.
So yeah, my question still stands. How much sushi you thinking you make out of a 300-pound, 6'5" fish thing?
More than all of us could eat.
That challenge?
As he's saying this, suddenly, you don't need to roll for this. You all hear the sound of helicopters.
Oh shit! Everyone can.
Oh, fuck!
No. It's like as you all duck, you all notice they're not gunships, but they're close. You notice several gunships, all bearing a familiar label: American Technologies.
Woo!
So
and they're immediately shot down.
There are actually several. There are actually several of these things, and you can't tell how many. But it looks like you can't tell how many. But one of them actually starts landing right in the middle of a clearing where some of the war boys are working. In fact, they quickly move the trucks as the helicopter's landing. But as it lands, like, you're all standing outside, I bet?
Yep.
Okay, you're all standing there. As the helicopter lands, you see, jumping out of the helicopter, wearing proper winter attire, is Tara and Spike.
Does Spike look abused?
He looks fine. He doesn't look any different than normal.
I'm making sure he doesn't have bruises on his face or looks of shame or horror on his face.
He doesn't look any different than he usually does.
Okay, just making sure.
So at that, Tara walks directly close to N. She's like, "Where is he?"
He's flopping around in the snow in front of us. How did you miss him?
He's just sitting on a chair. He's actually sitting on the chair, and she just goes, "Right here."
He's like, "Oh, jeez, how long have you been sitting out there?"
I don't know. What's the day?
She's like, I hope you're not. Actually, she just like, I hope you're not getting frostbite. That'd be terrible. Then, as she's saying this, a bunch of other American Technologies mercs come in, though they're more obviously labeled than you are. And it's like,
Right.
Take him away, boys. So they basically basically like the 4 guys just walking back over to the helicopter, and at that she turns back to you. So can we talk inside? I don't know if any of you noticed, but it's kind of fucking cold out here.
Well, we had a fire and everything, but Jesus, okay.
Okay, so you all go back inside.
Did no one question why this guy's limbs were hacked off with a chainsaw and burned into a crisp to keep from bleeding?
I don't think.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get
Random
burned?
guy just appears out of the wood. How'd it get burned?
I don't think Tara cares.
Would you like something to drink, ma'am?
Please.
I've drunken all the booze.
My God.
Actually, please tell me there's a scotch left. I have a craving for scotch for some reason.
No, we got pissworm chonga though.
That's my brother.
As you're saying that, you look. There is one unopened bottle of scotch. How did you miss this?
I hide it so she doesn't see it. It's mine.
I'm going to use the electronic one.
You drunk fool.
She sees you. It's like, hand it over.
He goes, and what do you say?
Please.
I think that's all I needed. I think he goes, I pour her a cup and I just hold the bottle.
All right. Right. Is it right? Also, as you all walked inside, Miyamoto and Carlos both walked in as well. It was like, okay, all right. First order of business. First things first. She just points to both Miyamoto and Carlos. Who exactly are you two?
He goes, these are our friends.
But I'll just skip the guard details. Basically, they explain to them who they are and what they're dealing. Right. All right. If that's really the case, payment will be forwarded to you both in the appropriate ways. And Mr. Carlo and Mr. Bonesaw, we will see that all of your loot is brought back to American soil. It's like, and before you say anything, I'm not into bald guys.
He wasn't interested in anyway. He reminds you too. You remind him too much of Kimmy.
I saw the way he was looking at me. Shut up.
Yeah, but after he heard you, kind of a deal breaker.
Okay. So if you two don't need anything else, I need to speak with my employees in private for a moment, so you all can just wait outside.
Yeah, man, need some hot pockets. We'll be back in a second.
It's like, yeah, Zach, you could kind of tell Miyamoto he's just like, thank you, but he still seems kind of pissed at her just because the way she acts. Carlos just doesn't say anything. He just goes out and you just hear him yell, "Hey boys, that's it! They're helping us take this home!" Yeah. You hear Tara say this in German. Fucking skinheads.
They're Mexican. What the hell?
But that's what she says.
I'm like, I say in German, skinhead. That's for like a neo-Nazi term.
She looks at you and says in German, "Don't care." She's like, "No, you three."
I call her.
It's like, we went over the data you sent us. It's pretty interesting. Most of us are still having difficulty believing that these deep ones actually exist.
Really?
Well, unlike you guys, we haven't seen them firsthand.
What, do you need a fresh corpse or something?
If we had one, that'd be lovely. We'd love to dissect one. But that's beside the point. Now, I know you're all eager to come home. Believe me, after this, I want you home too.
I want to go somewhere as far away from the ocean that I can possibly get.
Oh, then you're going to hate what I'm about to ask.
What the fuck?
It's like,
What do you want?
What?
Like, believe me, before I tell you the rest of this, I want you to know we'll have teams standing by to how did you say it? Boil the ocean?
Flash boil the ocean.
Flash boil the ocean. But we need confirmation. We want you to go to this glacier and make sure that it's really where they're meeting and not just some place where they go somewhere else.
Wait, is this glacier on land or on the?
It's in the middle of the ocean.
Then that's an iceberg.
That's an iceberg. That's what I meant. We want you to go to this. We want you to go to this iceberg and see whether or not they're actually meeting there, or if this is just a stop, or if this is just a parking ride for them to hang out so they can go somewhere else.
Why don't we just napalm it from a helicopter and take one of their bodies as it floats to the surface?
Because if this is a problem, we want to know if we're getting all of them, not just one or two. And if they really are everywhere, we would like to remove the ones we know about before we move on to the ones we don't.
We got 2 mercs and a hacker. What the fuck are we gonna do on an iceberg?
You figure it out. Look. All we're asking you to do is go there, and if it's where they're actually meeting, she's been carrying a briefcase this whole time, but she opens it for you. Just plant this somewhere on it, so that our automatic targeting systems can find it.
And looks at the device, looks at her, looks at the device, looks at her. Double.
What?
What? I'm sorry, what?
We get paid double.
Or fucking triple.
Done. And as an added bonus, Smitty, I'll relocate you to somewhere far away from water.
And I want all my goddamn memories. I don't want anything held back.
Like Miami.
Like Miami.
Like Hawaii.
It's like at that Tara just looks at you. Tara just looks at you. Done. We've been looking. You'll be curious. You'll be pleased to know we've been looking into that as well. We have them waiting for you back in the continental United States. It's like, don't worry. One of our ships will fly you out to the iceberg. All we need you to do.
We kind of already got our own helicopters. If the war boys kind of took a few.
Yeah.
We got a crew.
Yeah.
No, we don't even need to go in the water. All we have to do is go helicopter, like screw touching the water.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're going to be flown there. That's what she's saying. One of our guys will fly you there. It's like I said, if they're meeting there, literally, all we need you to do is just plant this so that our automatic targeting systems can blow them all straight back to hell where they belong.
Well, we got our own drones now.
You had one. You blew it up.
Yeah,
We'll do it. And just says, we'll do it.
Good.
Fuck me, man. Fuck me. I take another swig of the bottle.
What
about the kaiju size one, though? What happens if the Godzilla size one shows up? What the fuck are we supposed to do then?
If that happens, make sure you actually plant the thing so we know where it is. It's like once we have it, we'll be able to take it out.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll do it.
It's like that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, and Skittles. I realize there's so much you'd be able to do on an iceberg. So with that in mind, basically, also in the briefcase, she hands you basically what amounts to an advanced satellite phone. It's like,
oh fuck! What have you done?
Actually, it's like this does not control any weapon systems. If you it's like this. If you need help in any way, like this will work through your phone. All you need to do is upload whatever data you have to this, and you can send it back to us. This can include where to hit should the tracker fail. Mm-hmm. It's like, so, is there anything else?
No.
All right. take as much time as you need. Take as much time as you need to prepare. And we brought a few things over just in case you'll need them. Don't worry. If this all goes smoothly, you'll be in and out. You'll be in and out before they even know you're there. This is like end session.
Hold on, wait. Before while she's not looking, I'm gonna take Spike aside. I'm gonna give him one of the gold bricks and the gold bars and say, "Here, make sure some of these slip into her coffee." And I give him a bunch of like the stuff we were gonna use on what's his name
on Richard.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm bribing Spike to give her like diuretics and shit.
All right. So congratulations. Next session.